And now, Santa's Surfside Christmas. The Replacement Reindeer Interviews. Written by Maggie Marano. Illustrated by Kathy Lee. Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, and the elves were all enjoying their post-Christmas beach vacation. Santa spent time reading and learning to surf. Mrs. Claus was having fun building sandmen instead of snowmen, and the elves loved playing in the water. "The elves are having so much fun," Santa said. "I wonder if the reindeer miss us." "Not at all," Mrs. Claus replied. "You know how they love playing their reindeer games." Everyone was having so much fun when all of a sudden the music stopped and the radio announced a worldwide travel ban. "What?" Santa exclaimed. "A travel ban? No one can travel and everyone must stay where they are? How will the elves make the toys? How will I deliver the Christmas presents to all the good girls and boys? Will there even be a Christmas this year?" the elves asked. Santa thought and thought. He will figure it out. He always does. Then the idea came to him. "I know," Santa exclaimed. "We can build a workshop and make all the toys right here at the beach." As Christmas approaches, the elves finish making the toys and are preparing the sleigh. Santa is given special permission to travel on Christmas Eve, but the reindeer are stuck in the North Pole. "Who will pull Santa's sleigh? Will there even be a Christmas this year?" the elves asked. Santa thought and he thought. He will figure it out. He always does. Santa exclaimed, "I know. We can have replacement reindeer interviews. There is a troop of turtles right over there that can apply. Elf Emma, harness them up. On Shelley, on Torty, on Jack and July, on Cream Puff, on Peaches, on Pokey and Kai. Come on now, let's fly." The turtles wanted to fly, but the sleigh moved too slow. No matter how hard they tried, it just wouldn't go. The elves were so upset the sleigh did not fly. "There isn't going to be a Christmas this year," they cried. "You are right," Santa said. "The turtles are too slow. Good thing I see a consortium of crabs right over there that can apply. Elf Emma, harness them up. On Tiny, on Crabby, on Minnie and Dot, on Keon, on Mona, on Teeter and Tater Tot. Come on now, and show me what you've got." The crabs wanted to fly, but they couldn't move the sleigh no matter how hard their little legs tried. The elves were so upset the sleigh did not fly. "There isn't going to be a Christmas this year," they cried. "You're right," said Santa. "The crabs are too little. Good thing I see a pod of dolphins right over there that can apply. Elf Emma, harness them up. On Slipper, on Dipper, on Max and Lulu, on Squeaker, on Meeker, on Fins and Wahoo. Come on now, let's do what you do." The dolphins were harnessed up, but they didn't even try. They got the reins all tied up by playing in the tide. The elves were so upset the sleigh did not fly. "There isn't going to be a Christmas this year," they cried. "You're right," Santa said. "The dolphins just want to have fun. Good thing I see a group of gators right over there that can apply. Elf Thomas, harness them up." Elf Thomas approached the gators, who looked at him with one eye. He tried to sound brave, but his voice shook. Here, Gator, Gator, Gator. Here, Gator, Gator. Here, Gator, let me put this harness on you. Just then, a gator tried to chomp down on Thomas' foot. Thomas jumped back, letting out a howl, and the gator swam off. The elves were so upset the gators didn't even try. "There isn't going to be a Christmas this year," they cried. "You're right," Santa said. "Those gators don't want to help. Good thing I see a flock of flamingos right over there that can apply. Elf Emma, harness them up. On Pinky, on Dinky, on Rocco and Sophie, on Callie, on Dolly, on Cotton and Candy. Come on now, it's Christmas Eve." "The flamingos are doing it. The sleigh is flying. There is going to be a Christmas this year," the elves cried. The elves knew Santa would figure it out. He always does. Sometimes you must try many different ways and many different times before you succeed. "Flamingos, you're hired!" Santa cried. "And just in time. It's Christmas Eve, and we have to go. Elf Emma, harness the flamingos up. Now Pinky, now Dinky, now Rocco and Sophie. On Callie, on Dolly, on Cotton and Candy. Now fly away, fly away, fly away all. It's up to us to deliver these presents big and small." And as Santa and his 8 flamingos disappeared out of sight, he could be heard shouting, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night."